Hi, I'm Jim Fay, President and co-founder of the Love and Logic Institute. I've got some good news for you. Dr. Charles Fay is going to share some wonderful Love and Logic techniques with you. Those techniques have worked so well on those sweet little ones. You know those sweet little ones who are so lovable 1 minute and the next minute they just leave you so bewildered you don't know what to do? Now, if you're looking for really practical, easy to learn techniques that can deal with such things as potty training, begging, whining, acting out in public, temper tantrums, meltdowns, and every other form of limit testing, Dr. Fay has the answers for you. You're going to be seeing an extraordinary presentation. This presentation is filled with real-life examples of how effective you can be when you learn how to parent that love and logic way. This presentation is going to be delivered by a wonderful man who grew up in our home the love and logic way. Nothing could make me prouder than to introduce you to my son, Dr. Charles Fay, who will deliver this fun-filled, fun-packed, entertaining presentation. Enjoy.
Kids with ADHD or autism want to be independent. Try Goalie, the visual scheduler that guides them through routines so you don't have to. Goalie, reinventing routines.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Charles Fay.
You ready to have some fun tonight? Yes. Now, how many of you would like to giggle a little bit tonight? Yes. Yeah. And how many of you would be happy if you could hear some techniques that left you feeling so confident that when you got home you were actually praying for your kids to mess up? So you're thinking to yourself, go ahead, kid, make my day. Yeah. Now, how many of you have little infants at home? Okay, yeah. Remember when sleep was a good thing? Remember that? And how many of you have kids who are starting school? Preschool, kindergarten age kids. Okay, how many of you have kids that are going through the terrible twos? That's why you're here tonight, right? Now, how many of you have spouses at home that act like they're going through the terrible twos? Oh, my goodness. Now, let's start the evening by solving one of the most common and frustrating problems parents face. Does it ever feel like your kids wake up in the morning and here they are, they're these sweet little angels, and they've got these teeny tiny little hands, and they're balled up like this, and they're rubbing their eyes. They're doing this.
For families living with ADHD or autism, preventing meltdowns is everything. Goalie reduces stress by enabling kids to complete routines independently. Goalie, reinventing routines.
Gotta make a plan today. And they get their tablet out. They've got a pen. Gotta make a written plan. How I can drive my parents totally crazy. Step 1. Whine. Whine. That's it. Not fair. Any of your kids do that? You ever hear this? Nah, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. Ooh, right? Or, but why? Or, how come? Or, you know, I remember my son when he was that age. Oh, man, he loved to watch these little videos, you know, and Firefighter Bill or whatever his name was. And, you know, if he didn't get to watch the video, or as he called it, the movie, he lost all brain functioning. Yeah, he went completely brain dead, and all he could do was this. Movie, 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 movie. Just about drive me crazy. And heaven forbid, we're in the car. And what does he spot? Golden arches. every parent's worst nightmare, because now I'm hearing this. Donald's, 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 Donald's. No, you can't have it, for crying out loud. All the love and logic is going right out the window. No, just be quiet. When I was a kid, they didn't have McDonald's, which is a lie. They did, but Donald's, Donald, but why? Donald, Donald, Donald's, Donald, Donald, Donald. Don't make me stop this car. Can we learn a lot from kids, though? Can parents use exactly that very same technique in reverse? What does love and logic teach about when kids start to whine and argue and talk back? First step, go brain dead. Yeah, do not think about what the kid is saying. Why do we not want to think about what the kid is saying? Drive us crazy. The color of our face will turn red. And a little kid can look up at that face and think to himself, I'm just a little kid, but I can change the color of my daddy's face. Yes!
Kids with ADHD or autism want to be independent. Try Goalie, the visual scheduler that guides them through routines so you don't have to. Goalie, reinventing routines.
We also go brain dead so that words don't start squirting out of our mouths. Have you ever noticed that sometimes words just squirt out of your mouth when your kids are doing irritating things? Now, how many of you know a kid who responds to a good old-fashioned solid lecture like this? Now, here's the parent, and you're in the store. No, you can't have that. But I've wanted it my whole life. It's only 3. Come on. No, don't you know, money does not grow on trees? You know, life's going to start getting hard for you. Now, it is fair. You don't know the kind of sacrifices that mommy and daddy have to make in order to put food in your stomach, clothes on your back. Now, how many of you know a little 3-year-old that says this? I guess that makes a lot of sense. Hey, I disagreed with you until you said it that way, and now I understand. Give me a hug. No! Reasoning with an arguing kid is like fighting fire with gasoline, right? Okay, so what's the first step when a kid whines or argues? Let's hear it. Go. Brain dead. Very good. The second step, you pick one statement. Yeah, do just exactly the same thing the kids do. You pick one statement, repeat it over and over again. What's my very favorite? Oh, there you go. Love you too much to argue. See, and why do you smile when you're saying it? Because you want the kid to think, my mommy's smiling. No problem for her. Possible big problem coming up for me.